What's up, folks? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with the T5S2 Pod 50 Finals. Big 5-0. Going to be a pretty interesting matchup today. I was kind of excited to stream this one. So it took a little bit of doing, but we got there.
Down here.
This one's going to be Deathwatch Rhina over here on the blue side, running the black armor Deathwatch. I think these are Raptors. Wait, that's sick. Raptors might be my favorite Space Marine chapter, chat. So that's exciting. I like that. I'm in. The Raptors as a Deathwatch stand-in, incredibly thematically appropriate. Versus too much to tilt over here on the red side, running Chaos Demons. Thank you for the follows, everyone, by the way. Kicks707, J Court, Voltic Bolt, and Fast Like Fabian, as well as Lamb Bowl 23, or is it Lamb Owl?
9-inch deep strike.
Lamb Bowl
Yes, on a 9-inch.
or Lamb Owl? Almost certainly the latter, I assume. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in, everyone. We have a prediction going on right now, so if you are a follower of the channel, you're going to be able to drop in tortoise tokens on who's going to win, and you get more tortoise tokens if you guess correctly, which you can spend on playing sounds of chat and highlighting your messages, stuff like that, or buying inky treats. But yeah, that's what we got going on. As a note, this is going to be pre-data slate game, one of our final games with pre-data slate, both Demons and Deathwatch. I believe both, Deathwatch has gotten a little bit nerfed, I think, since this event, because they, oh, we got Imperial agents back here, or Inquisitorial agents. I believe that some of their units got more expensive, so there's a little bit of a downgrade there. However, it is full power Ed, so the Demons have been side graded. We lost Big Boy Endless Gift, who are currently running here with 4+ Feel No Pain. Here he is, Ed, the great man himself. However, we do have 2 Burbs. And we are running low-power Burbs, so the birds are only going to be D3 damage rather than flat 3, although we do get the higher AP characteristic on Kairos Fateweaver, so a little bit of a side grade there. We're going to be more resilient, but a little bit less damaging than we would see out of a current list, but I'm going to level with you, chat. I imagine that the actual composition of Demonic Incursion probably won't change that much once we sort of get into it, so it is what it is. You can make yourself a VIP, that's true.
Behind the wall, and
that is true.
1 inch away.
It's Lamb Owl because Lambo was taken. Fair enough, I guess. Ayo, NC Conroy with the VIP.
Over here.
Let me do that real quick.
Just to mine.
Maybe here.
There you go. I believe if you refresh the page, you should be able to see that in a minute or two. It takes a second for that roll to percolate over. Oh, I see it. It looks like you got it there. Oh no, just kidding. It's not there yet. It should be there in a moment. Also, Nurgle Matt's with a VIP. Oh my gosh, everybody's getting VIPs today.
Yeah. I'll do my captain squad just in the back. Okay. Sure. Cool. Scrubbing in reserves, so basically.
Oh, Nurgle, I think you might already be a VIP. Yeah. You are.
If he dies, turn 1, he dies.
I don't know if I can VIP you again.
140 steam.
Can I add something else? What if I add artist? What does that do?
Just there.
I have no idea. We're learning about Twitch right now, chat. In the background here. All right, I'm gonna make you an artist. How's that? There you go. Nice. All right, this is for people who make my emotes. Well, the people who make my emotes aren't in this channel, so we can. He now owns the channel. Brutal. That was brutal. Let's talk about the lists momentarily, chat, while we're in here. Nurgleman's just over here collecting tags. I guess you can only have 3. We found the limit, I suppose. We'll talk about the lists in a sec here. You can find them at ! lists in chats as the players are going through their deployments. Chaos Demon's pretty simple. We're playing Demonic Incursion today, so we have 6-inch deep strikes while wholly within Shadow of Chaos. It is a little bit tough. We had a discussion on stream the other day about how easy it is to forget that that's not actually the army role for Chaos Demons. It's just that it's just so powerful that a lot of people will basically play it that way anyway. It's hard once you go Demonic Incursion. It's hard to go back with the amount of mobility that this attachment has. We're able to pick up either up to 2 greater demons for a command point out of into strategic reserve, deep strike them 6 inches back in either by themselves or out of someone else's Shadow of Chaos. So our ability to maneuver around the battlefield is essentially unparalleled outside of factions like Grey Knights.
Put him over here.
In this case, we are absolutely Chad mode, running 6 greater demons, a list after my very own heart. It is running only a single Bloodthirster. We just have Scarbrand, the Epic Hero Bloodthirster, in reserve here. He's going to be a little bit tough today to get use out of because a lot of the times the stuff that we're attacking is 3 wound-heavy infantry, which is actually a little... His aggressor so big, which is a little bit funny for him to swing into because he doesn't. He only has 2 damage sweeps, so he's not super good at killing these guys. And there's no big vehicles for him to get sunk into, but he's still going to be helpful. We've got Be'lakor to protect the army and grant rerolls. Kairos Fate Weaver and Bird, the Lord of Change with the Everstave. We call him Eevee sometimes. Eevee Everstave guy. Plus a Nurgling Swarm to screen out her turn 1. Definitely going to be helpful to protect the army from the Indomitor Kill Team drops later on in the game. But we then have a Beast of Nurgle and a Plaguebearer squad to hold down the back line. The downside here is that these varieties of Chaos Demons, especially with how we have the army set up currently, Tilt has basically placed the Nurglings on the line here to prevent enemies from being able to get good deep strikes or good infiltrates into the center. Although I don't believe there's any infiltrators on the Deathwatch side of the table, so I guess we're not really worried about that. These guys do have the opportunity to get area denial top of the first turn if we need it, and they are gaining +1 toughness from the Nurgling Swarm. But if Tilt goes second, that Nurgling Swarm is just dead. There's no he's gonna get vaporized, which does remove a screening piece from the army, which is very dangerous because demons are not super difficult to kill, especially for the kind of attacks that Indomitor Kill Teams are putting down. And this variety of demons is basically screenless. There's essentially no way to get this army up the table in a way where your opponent's not going to be able to hit something really valuable with an Indomitor team. Most of the time, you just have to eat it. And you just accept that they're going to shoot you. You can screen with the Great Unclean Ones, Rodigus, the Ed, as well as the... one moment, chance. All right, sorry about that shit.
You literally can't shoot him here. You can't charge them.
All right. So just roll 4-ups. Yeah, like Steven said a couple days ago. Yeah, easy. The scary part is that the Indomitor Kill Teams put down like mass, sort of mid-damage, lethal hit shots, and the army can gain lethal hits army-wide for all the Deathwatch, the Special Issue Ammunition units, or excuse me, Special Mission Tactics units in the entire, in the army. So we can, you could really get a lot of, you could potentially just generate a ton of damage into these invuln saves. Like the fact that even, the bolters are sort of mid AP. They're still good because the Deathwatch bolters tend to be higher AP than standard bolt gun rounds. Doesn't matter so much because you're just going to force so many saves with the demons that it'll be tough. However, that said, the high AP you can get from like Kraken rounds, ignore cover from Hellfire, doesn't matter at all against these greater demon profiles, and so your meltas and things are going to be a little bit less useful. Now, there's also a couple of Fortis kill teams in the back here for the Deathwatch. I guess we could get into Rhina's Deathwatch list as well as we are hopping in here. Wherever 40k has the easiest game in the world, yeah. You just roll 4s or higher every time. It's so simple. So what's interesting about this build is that we're basically just taking kill teams. Some armies will do silly things like take, I don't know, Terminators or Intercessor squads or Storm Speeders. Those people are cowards for taking units that aren't kill teams. How dare they? We do have a couple of Incursor squads to give +1 to hit to the army. So there's 2 Incursor squads here. There's also the aforementioned Imperial Agents unit or Imperial Inquisitorial Agent unit to basically hold down the back line.
Like that. That's all my units.
In order to protect from backline deep strikes. Everything else in the army is some variety of kill team.
Oh no.
Looks like we are rolling for turn 1 here.
I have to get to go first. Good luck, have fun.
And Rhina wins it by 1. Deathwatch, do you love going first? Or do you love going second? Both these armies want to go second, I think.
Yep.
Be'lakor is going to turn on his Please Don't Shoot Me aura. We're scouting forward with the Beast of Nurgle as well as all the Incursor squads.
Okay, got you.
But both armies being very teleport-oriented means that, first of all, chat, I hope you're ready for some circles. I think we're going to create many circles on the table. Basically measure our screening incredibly
so let's see.
tightly.
I go for 18-inch loan up with Be'lakor.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. But moving on from there, Rhino just has a Deathwatch veteran kill team, just a regular veteran unit, plus a pair of Fortis kill teams, or excuse me, a trio of Fortis kill teams, plus a trio of Indomitor kill teams, I believe. 1, 2, 3, plus the utility unit. So 6 kill teams worth of infantry, ready to be teleported around.
I need to oath something, sir. I'll oath your...
Pretty scary. Yeah, at the moment on the Nurglings, these guys are just going to get vaporized really easily here. The other thing, too, is that, so we have these Vanker launchers on the Fortis kill teams. What we could potentially do is actually just try to dump the Fortis kill teams of the Castellans into the Beast of Nurgle. You do have to do all 7 damage to him in a phase to kill him, but an Oath of the Moment plus Mass Indirect Fire might get him. The downside in this matchup is that the Indirect Fire is actually very, very difficult to get use out of against Be'lakor, since Be'lakor is going to make all of his army 18-inch loan up. So he's basically able to turn off all that indirect fire. However, if the Beast of Nurgle ranges out in order to score secondaries, it's not going to be in that bubble. So it is potentially interactable by the Fortis kill teams. But those guys are also just bringing sort of, their mass castle and launcher shots, several plasma guns, as well as special issue bolters. So their direct fire shooting's not bad either. Plus we get missile launchers on the Desolators themselves. So once the battle is joined, they are going to be able to put some damage into demons on top of their ability to clear infantry. They're not super useful in this particular matchup, but they're never bad.
10.
Assassination, Bring It Down has been locked in for Rhina, by the way. He is not playing tactical secondaries. That's going to be dangerous because it does mean that he can play a more consistent game plan. He's not worried about any of his units like having to perform actions and stuff like that. Too much to tilt has already locked in tactical secondary, so he's going to be drawing normally. And demons are generally very good at that because they're very mobile. But the tough part is that we don't have any command point regen on Rhina's side. And one thing that can happen is that you do run out of command points trying to deal with demon defensive profiles, because you do want to be constantly trying to like put your guys into lethal hit doctrine, gaining range with Hellfire or with Dragonfire, or excuse me, Kraken rounds, or getting Hellfire to get assault. So plus you're gonna basically be burning for site to site teleport every turn. However, I will mention this army is including both a Watchmaster and a Gravis Armored Captain. So we have access to 2 separate instances of command point cost reduction. The Watchmaster and the Gravis Captain, who I think is hiding in the back right now, both have a Rights of War style effect, and because they are different abilities, they actually both trigger at the same time. So you can get up to 2 CP worth of free stratagems, even if you don't have command point regen by yourself. However, obviously, it's only on limited numbers of units. So Rhina's going to have to make the actual command points he does have go as far as possible in order to keep up his damage output into these demons. It is the tough part about playing fixed secondaries into these style of lists, is that oftentimes you can score out fixed secondaries against them, but doing so is so costly to your game plan that it's not even worth trying. In this case, it seems like Rana is very confident, so I think he's just going to go into it, which is probably reasonable. I don't think that's unreasonable in this case, just because of he has the captains to help him out. Thank you, PNI or P Nigel 94, maybe is that? I assume that's what it is. And Heavenly Beef, just a phenomenal username. Thank you.
Right, Captain will advance. It's gonna go.
Thank you for the follows, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful Monday afternoon.
Actually, it doesn't.
As we're watching some Warhammer 40k.
It doesn't matter. So then we have this.
But the other thing that rocking fixed secondaries helps for here is that Rhina's not required to push super far forward. So he's going to try to keep his units as safe as possible. Now, in addition to that, losing a unit isn't the end of the world. Whereas sometimes if you accidentally lose a unit early, Cross to Grave, thank you for the follow as well. Losing a unit early to the Lord of Change can be tough, right? If he starts to basically peel away the utility units. However, in this case, those utility units are essentially only going to be movement blocking or screening deep strikes. So losing them isn't the worst thing ever. You're not also losing your ability to score. We're basically just going to be shooting our guns. This may be one of the matchups where using fixed secondaries is reasonable against these demon armies, but I would caution players in a lot of cases against windmill slamming their fixed secondary button as soon as they see like mass monsters and demons, monsters and vehicles on the table, monsters and characters, excuse me, because sometimes it can go really south because you just burn yourself out of CP so early. I will have to leave you with the player mics here in a moment, chat. I have to go run a very quick errand, and I'll only be gone for about 5 or 10 minutes, but it just has a bit of a warning. The timing on this game was unfortunate that I had to cut my live stream short, and then I also had some other stuff to get done. But I'm glad I could bring you the game. So basically just going to ensure right now that nothing can charge these Fortis kill teams, at least not reasonably, in order to prevent them from getting engaged. Downside of Deathwatch is that they have very little to do once they are engaged. They don't have any automatic way to fall back and do stuff. They need to attach units to do that. And in this case, we don't have access to that. So once they do get stuck in, they're just melee attacking, which is not really very good. Although the rest of the army can fire into melee with them, so it's not the end of the world. But you really don't want to give it up to your opponent.
These drinks. Here.
Now, what's going to be interesting here is how hard the demons come back in. Demons are actually, they tend to be very good at attritioning down heavy infantry. But with the screening units, what we'll probably need to see is an aggressive push from the Great Unclean One and potentially the Lord of Change. You try to protect them, or you try to protect the
team, we can see them.
Like Bellicor and the other units by using those greater demons, the other greater demons. But if you can activate the Lord of Change multiple times and basically draw fire with the Great Unclean One, then you're going to be able to start peeling away these screening units, and you can basically on round 2 or round 3 just get in with Scarbrand and Bellicor and all the big stuff. Bellicor is going to be a little awkward in this matchup because he's very bad against heavy infantry, but all the other demons are going to be incredible. So, can we get a Gravis Lieutenant with a multi-melta?
Oath.
That would be
Please.
it's hype.
5 invul. Damage 3. Okay. I think that's them. All indirect as well, so I'm pretty sure to toast anyway.
2 damage each?
It's 3 damage each, so she has killed all of them.
Okay, yeah, they're dead. They are absolutely dead.
Cool. Then oh yeah, I need to pick up.
Yeah, Nurglings not being in Bellacor's aura here was unfortunate. They just basically got eaten
And then that's
early. Having another screening in it would have been really nice for Tilt here.
Okay, end of your turn. I think about stuff.
Yep.
I would actually be the Great Unclean one's not a terrible redeploy here, because I think you could basically drop the Great Unclean one directly into the center of the battlefield and try to knock out the Incursor squad in the top left. Any attacks that go into the Great Unclean one, we have to remember, right? This is pre-nerf Endless Gift, so he has a 4+ fail, no pain. He's incredibly difficult to kill. He'll probably go down to the concentrated firepower of the Deathwatch army, but if he buys you a full turn of board position, that's just pure money for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go into my turn.
No pickups.
And overwhelming.
We do have advance and charge in this detachment for demons, so we could potentially just charge those guys with an advance roll.
But,
But it also depends on whether we draw. Cleanse? Is cleanse the draw?
It's doable.
And overwhelming force. Actually, not too bad because we have these incursors over here. That's actually maybe a great draw here.
We roll the leadership test for Kairos on a 6.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, stand Kairos noises.
No command point generation for Fate Weaver.
Yep.
So we might actually not see very much damage be done here. Assuming the Great Unclean one can move to this objective, which it looks like he certainly can. If he goes around the wall, maybe?
Let's make sure he's not going through the wall.
Yep. That should work, maybe.
I think you need to move him in stages.
Which army I think is going to win? It's a great
That
question.
should be enough, I think. Yep.
I think both these are
Sure.
both these armies have really strong effects against one another. I think Deathwatch in this case might be a little advantaged just because the demon army is really bad at screening it, and Deathwatch is extremely mobile. But honestly, either army could win. If things go south, if Deathwatch full commit and don't do enough damage, things get really bad for them.
Just save Kairos position here.
And the same goes for demons too. I don't want to make it sound like it's not. The one thing, I do believe that the Lord of Change is going to be really important for Tilt here. If he does push the Lord of Change too far forward to get him killed, I would be worried about his capacity to interact with the screening units or the backline units for these guys. A Lord of Change just activating every turn into Indomitor kill teams is horrifying for them. But if we place him out here without screening him, we could see a Doom drop on the Lord of Change to get rid of that shooting element really early.
Speed these guys.
Can a Great Unclean one be played in Death Guard? Yeah, it can. Explicitly if you play the Taliban Summoners detachment.
Shooting.
Most of the cult Chaos Space Marine factions, so Death Guard, World Eaters, Thousand Sons and Emperor's Children, have one specific detachment in which they can play their demon allies. And to be fair, Taliban Summoners is actually a really good detachment, so it's definitely you're not too unhappy to play him.
So we have 9 shots, 2s into 2s.
Yep.
With sustained.
Yep.
So 4 more shots.
All right.
And on 2s.
Yep.
So 11
Okay.
saves.
Okay, Lord of Change.
You do have cover.
I see how it is.
This guy probably doesn't have cover because I think you can see this side here and you can see this side there. So everyone except that guy should have cover. So we're starting cover.
Yeah, looks like that guy. There's almost certainly a line on that guy.
I have 2 guys in cover. One fail. What's
Now, we do have indirect fire from Kairos here, so if this unit does live, we could potentially take another shot if they're in range. His indirect fire is pretty short.
1 damage.
We can take another save then. Pass, pass, pass. So another fails to first game cover would die.
2 damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he died from hit.
So this is why, generally speaking, I think the
Second
math
game
is
cover
that
fails to
if
save.
your target is in
Damage.
cover,
No.
it is slightly better to
Alright,
get
and he dies. Okay.
to get ignore cover on your gun rather than
Alright.
the
That's it.
sustained hits. Yeah, didn't quite get the
These guys.
kill there. Out of range
Oh,
for
you
the
can shoot with the second round.
rod.
My bad.
The
Yeah, it's-
pre-buff Rod of Sorcery is only range 18, so it's
Well,
even with Everstave, it's out of
These
range.
guys and doesn't get blast anymore.
Yep. Go for it.
Probably worth because we drew the secondary, might have been worth a +1 AP strat from the Lord of Change there to try to kill those guys, but it is really awkward.
7 shots.
Yep.
On 4s. On 2s. So 4
Great roll.
saves.
I've covered never run, so 5 ups.
Oh, got him with
Fair
Kairos.
one.
There it is. Overwhelming force secured.
All of roll, so we have 3, 1, 3, 1.
You have some overcharges to take us one, right?
And then we do the hazardous test. It's good.
You take it on the large.
I took the overcharge, yeah.
Good. Right.
Okay.
All right, well, that's a good
Let's
pickup from Tilt.
my
Prevents the
turn.
objective from
So I
being
go
locked
for
in. We are playing
cleanse
Linchpin
with
today, by the way, chat. So
fire.
those objectives outside the deployment zone are worth 5 victory points. And he scored the 3 victory points for killing a unit on an objective. I would say that was probably as good of a turn 1 as we could have hoped for from Demons here. I'm a little worried about the Lord of Change's capacity to live, because I think he's about to be Indomitor kill teams really hard, but
Pick up.
we'll see.
I think.
Ryan, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in.
Let's see. No, we should pick up that unit. Pick up there.
All right, chat. While the players are deciding this, I am going to take a quick break here.
Pick up them,
I will be back in about 10 minutes. I'll leave you with the player microphones, and I'm going to run a quick ad break momentarily, just so we don't have to deal with one later on when I'm back.
Yeah, they keep this side. Oh, put it to me, sir. Stop messing with him. Did they get range? It is something. But there. Put 3 there, put 2 there. Yeah, we'll pick up this unit as well.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I don't have time to take. I'll get a 3. I think this is where we do stuff and things. So I think we do. Let's see, which one do we do? Remelt us here. We're gonna have plus against him. Have doing melt us here. Oh, I'm doing double oath. That much I know on this guy and this guy.
Okay.
Then we need to decide which one. Are we doing lethal or sustained? So lethal is better into him, sustained is better into him. I think we do sustain for everyone.
Okay.
Then let's see where to start. Should we put these units into him? Then we put that 1 Indomitor. Let's see. You never charging them with the battle cards you're picking up. They stretch out here, put the second one here. Stretch it here, that means they move up here. Let's get tints to... Well, you don't get to hit them because they block. Yeah. So the incursors will advance. Here. 8. Let's see. We put that 1, 2, 3 on. Let's just... Right, these guys will go over here. He's on the line. Then see, we have 2 CP will advance the green unit of the Indomitors.
Okay.
5, so we just need to be within 12. It's here. It doesn't matter distance and terrain, not really. And then it's easy. Expecting. Oh, I see anything. That's nice one. Right, all of them can see the duo. Then we need to check these guys. These guys will walk out. That will be here. Oh, I have a guy here as well. It's that's impossible to see. That's there. It's is it impossible? Each of this guy as well. Here. 15. Right. Then I need to do some measuring.
All right, chat. I'm back. Hope you didn't miss me too much.
Like that.
So it looks like Tone with the Exoclades activation today, or this time around.
I should read on this, so I don't care. Any secondary targets?
Gonna try to dump shots into the Great Unclean One. Getting a Tome of Ectoclade's activation out on Ed here. He's probably plenty of value on that guy. That is just stuff we won't have to deal with later on once the squishier demons get activated into. But in fairness, we might not need the rerolls against the likes of Scarbrand or Kairos. Ryan getting into Admech. Dune Rider plus Electro Priest versus Dune Rider plus a stack of Rustsuckers is making you weep. Won both, but don't have points. Yeah.
Advanced.
I think the Electro Priest combo is classier.
Here.
Even if it might not be maybe as good. I think it's cooler.
Put the unit on. Just going to not leave room for Pelakor in the corner.
Yeah, so trying to also protect from an ingress Scarbrand here. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw Scarbrand ingress into a really spooky spot. There are plenty of really good places for him to go. If we do see this corner open, he could just show up here and then clip out this Fortis kill team. We'll see.
Let's see.
Only one activation into the Lord of Change, it looks like so far. Unless we see this Indomitor kill team come down and shoot at him. I think we will definitely need 2 units to kill that one guy.
Yeah. I see if it's easily fixed. We just make sure there's no gaps.
Yeah.
Very nice pre-measuring from Rhina here. I will, as I mentioned before, chat, be prepared for circles. It's a circly kind of day when we play 2 up-down redeployment armies against each other. And that's what we're seeing.
These guys need to move. I think they will just shift this way. You are visible. We are here. And not really visible to them. So that will have to do it. Not amazing. Got the indirect. Have to do. So these guys will go this way at least. On the line, he's on the line. This is all of the plasma guns. These are probably not shooting. They just make sure that this is screened. Exchange bubble. Yeah, it should be fine. There's no room there. It's 9. That's just 9. Yes, I think she wants to be more this way. He just needs to be like. Let's put him in the corner. Something like this.
Yeah, the thing, so what's important to keep in mind right now is that because the nothing's moved to the center, it didn't look like Rhina could contest the middle objective. Demons will retain control of no man's land until the end of the movement phase, or until, I guess, end of the shooting phase at this point, unless anything moves into those objectives, but I don't think they will right now. Which means that they have 6-inch deep strikes on their own, during rapid ingress for this phase. So they can 6-inch deep strike basically anywhere outside of their opponent's deployment zone without... with very little restriction right now. So there is the opportunity for Scarbrand to show up essentially by the bottom right objective, unless we see a kill team drop there, which I think is probably what we're about to see. There's a lot of interesting places for stuff to go.
Room here is just this spot. We have 3 strat, we have 2 CP, so 1 CP. 1 CP assault here. 1 CP range here. And then we have some spare. Let's see. No.
All right, chat. Here's a question for the group. How many Greater Demons are we going to see dead this turn? I'm going to put a poll up. $1.68. All right. That's honestly probably the case.
Okay, let's see.
All right, here we go, chat. Here's a poll.
Here, behind,
Let's give it 5 minutes. We'll see how we go.
Only room is in front.
Interesting question is how much damage we take. But here's the real quandary. Are we going to kill both the bird and Ed? Or is only one of them going to go down? Both are Oath of Momented, so they both get full rerolls against it. And it looks like we have utilized our sustained hits this turn, so we're going to be getting sustained on everything. We are couching this, we're pulling this shot here, so the Indomitors are not going to be in melter range. They're just going to be in range to fire, but not get the bonus melter damage onto the bird.
5 years, baby. How the time flies.
Valdor, thank you for the resub, the big 5 years. I know it's crazy. It still doesn't really feel like it's been that long, but I mean, it has. Demonstrably, it has. I look so much worse on all my live streams now. Estimating a positive natural integer. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. That makes a lot of sense. What do I think about Leagues of Votann right now? I think they're sort of mid, honestly. I think that they're having a little bit of they're on the struggle bus a little bit right now, just because they're kind of
there's no room in the corner, no room here, no room
behind the curve,
no room here.
Yep, looks pretty close to me.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I can always
I found one.
it. Yeah. We'll just this guy like this or something. 23 2. I mean, like this, something. Okay, you can see. Yeah. We can go like this. You can always just this guy upwards as well. They can even advance. Yeah. Nothing there, and this shouldn't be a thing either. Nope.
All right, chat. What have we decided? So far,
No room.
No one believes Ed will die.
Right. Do you want to ingress?
Fascinating.
Good question.
Literally
Yes
no
and
one believes. Hope Leagues of Votann gets a Titanic unit. That would be sick. I agree. especially because it would be kind of relatively easy for it to be like benefit from the abilities. No, so there's a really good spot for Scarbrand in this corner over here. It looks like Tilt is also potentially electing whether he puts him on the objective, which will retain control of the objective, but potentially allow Scarbrand to be attacked. Looks like we're going to put him off the objective, so there's the chance we lose the Beast of Nurgle to random shooting here, although that is going to pull focus from Ed.
Yep.
Okay, put it back me good.
And the big thing here too is it does open Scarbrand to indirect fire as well because he's not inside Bellicor's aura. But the big thing here as well is that Scarbrand's incredibly good against these intercessors. He might pick up that entire unit.
6s, real ones, 2 saves.
This is in Cursor squads firing right now.
One is good. 3 damage.
No, it's just 1 damage.
Oh yeah, it's in Cursors. Do not get lethal hits on these guys because they
He's good.
They have the
hit against you.
They don't have the mission tactics rule.
Then we can do the green squad. We'll spend 1 CP for assault. They'll shoot everything into him. So we'll do and they get +2 strength, push to the closest eligible target. So we'll do the flamers. 3d6 +3, 11. No, 11. So this is strength 6, unfortunately.
I would like to. What I really want to see for Leagues of Votann,
6 is rerolling.
as an aside chat, is for them to be able to use some of the Necrobunda releases, which are really cool. There's like big utility units and worker vehicles and stuff like that, which I think is sweet. Like civilian vehicles.
Yep, 3 damage.
Bolt rifles.
Big start on Ed. Just absorbing damage right now.
Sustained, so we'll fish. So hitting 2s, lethal and sustained. Wounding on 5s because strength 7. Real 1s because combat lieutenant. So 4 saves, damage 2.
Two damage.
Heavy bolters, 2s, will fish. Sustain lethal. 5s, rerolling 1s. 5 saves. Damage 3. Oh, 6 saves, sorry. 6 saves even.
6 saves.
Yep. Missed 1 lethal.
Oh my god. Tilt. My man. We got to pass some of these saves, my dude.
It's a lot.
Is there a spider mech thing? I don't know. I know that there's a dreadnought. And there's a car. There's like a really cool like rover vehicle.
Malta sitting on 2s. Malta sitting on 3s. Oath. Sustained. Then we're running on 5s, running 1s. 1. Sad. 6 damage.
3 damage.
Alright. Then they're done. So we had some shots here.
Just like squat servitors. I didn't realize that.
8, we'll do the...
And trikes?
this.
Oh my gosh.
They
They have so much cooler stuff.
For this team. They'll do all the shots into the Great and Clean one. And they're within 18. The ones I can see. These guys can't see anyway. This plasma pistol guy can see, but these 4 guys in the back, the bolters can't see. Everyone else will shoot there. So we'll do 8 plasma guns, overcharging, we're hitting on 2s, and we're wounding on 4s because you're under half. So 2s, with Oath, Stained, 4s rolling 1s, 7.
Man, these saves are disgusting. I think all of you who did not call Ed's destruction here might have been mistaken. Oh my god. Tilt is averaging about 30% 4-ups right now. Not what you want to see. Oh, nope, there we go. We're back to average. He takes 2.
And we have the...
Pile 10 damage into that man, he'll take 2 of it. The 4+ giveth and the 4+ taketh away. Hot diggity damn.
2s, Oath, Stained, 5s, 3 saves, damage 1. Finger launcher, 1 shot. Hits once on a 4. No. Super crack, hits on a 3, once on a 4. This is D6 plus 1. Two damage.
One damage.
Right. Overcharges, we're fine.
Down to
Okay,
4.
Then we'll do, because they don't really have shots there, we'll do this for this team, everything here. Some of them are not in range.
So if we can
So it's 3 plus must not do
peel Ed
damage.
here, we get the full activation
Sure.
into the beast of
Everyone else would
Nurgle.
shoot though. So we can do the bolters, 8 bolters.
To try to clear him off primary.
We'll fish.
Rhina does have to keep
Settle
tilt
the
low on
last
primary in
team.
order to be able to compete with them on
Bolt rifles.
the
5s.
with bottom round 5 scoring.
So
Deathwatch aren't the greatest at holding territory because they do have a lot of models, but most of them are OC1.
We'll do 1 plasma. Stained, force, 2 saves, damage 2.
It's good.
Castanet launchers, 4. 1 sustained, 5s, real 1s, 3. Damage 1. Oh yeah, I realized I forgot to shoot some weapons here. Oh no, I might do can shoot that. Okay, then we have 2 grenade launchers from the bolters. 2 hits, 1 in force, real 1s, no. Finger launcher, 1 shot. Hits, 1 on a 4, wounds. This is damage 2.
It's good.
Super crack on a 3, on a 4, no. 1 overcharge, fine. Okay, then we'll just do some of these guys as well. We're killing this guy. Probably not. So everyone can see. No, not everyone can see. As these guys. So we'll do the heavy bolters and bolters into the Beast of Nurgle, everything else here.
Okay.
Because we can only split. So we'll do the. Start with the Meltas. Well, this bolter will go here as well. So these 3 guys in the back will go into the Beast of Nurgle, everyone else into the queue.
Okay.
So Meltas on 2s, Meltas on 3s. Oath. Sustained. 5s rolling 1s. 2. Damage. 6.
He is probably dead now.
Sure hope so. Okay.
Yeah. Does he explode?
Let's see. Kaboom.
What gets the Meltas to win on?
Alright, then we'll do 2 heavy bolters into Beast of Nurgle.
What gets the Meltas to win on 3s there? Sorry.
No, they wouldn't on the 5s.
Oh, okay.
I didn't take the 3s, so they were just on 5s. There were 3 that won on 5s.
Okay. Gotcha.
These miss. These are little sustained.
You did say they would on 3s.
5 on the beast.
Doesn't sound right.
Okay, he's kaput. 3 each.
Ooh,
Oh, he's dead.
brutal.
Does it explode?
Let's see. He dies in silence.
Ed down.
All right.
Question is, do we get the bird too?
It's the bird.
Yes. then
Well,
That was,
it's
in fairness,
for
we
rolling ones to involves.
yep.
Yeah.
I will use the captain's freeze.
that was
trap to
not a
get
particularly
range.
strong roll on Ed there.
We can do the captain first. His little pistol gun thingy, 18. 3 shots.
Chat blew it.
Sustain.
Yeah,
Oath.
Chat was wrong.
1 day.
Chat, literally no one in chat
Success.
believed that Ed could
1,
die.
Damage 1.
Reroll.
Tilt didn't roll great though.
Perfect. 1 damage.
Do Hamlin curses sadly will do Maltas on 4s.
Yeah, the streamer curse.
Maltas on 3s.
Indeed.
Oath.
If Bird lives here, that'll be
Then
fascinating.
This will be on 3s now because you're strength 11 because you're closest target.
We did do demonic invulnerability here, so he is rolling ones to save. It's basically like we're playing
1 to roll. Then 2.
we're playing
what's
post nerf Ed basically.
Bolt rifles.
Bird's saving though like a Chad.
Lethal sustained. Oath. That misses. 5s. 3 damage 2. Heavy bolters. Oath. 5s. 2 damage 3.
Okay.
3 damage. Then we have the grenades from the aggressors. 9 shots. 3's oath. Sustained. Strength 6 of 5s. 2 damage 1. And then the gauntlets.
You can play King of the Coliseum on Tabletop
Steam
Simulator. Yeah, there are mods specifically
linked.
for it.
4.
There's a map and I believe a map-based mod that has the tools built in for objectives and deployment zones.
1 each.
Okay.
So 11, huh? Great.
Yeah, underswing from the kill team.
They will shoot everything here.
We'll see what the intercessors get done.
We can do plasmas. They will have +1 to hit because you're blood starting.
Unfortunately, I think all the
2.
Fortis fired already,
Oath.
which is unfortunate
And
for
3 damage 2.
Rhina because the Lord of Change is actually outside Bellicor's aura currently.
Yeah, 2 damage.
Yep. We'll do the bolters. 8 shots. Little fish. These are sustained and lethal. Then 6s. So 3 damage 1. 4, sorry. 4.
Lethal hits, by the way, just for those wondering, are thanks to the weapon attribute. Most of the Deathwatch bolters are lethal hits automatically, so the sustained hits
2,
is
5,
just a strict
no.
improvement for them.
Castellan. 6 shots.
This attack is not going
No,
well,
still hit
and
well.
the bird being alive
Success.
here with enemies just right in front of it
One.
is going to be good. Different shooting profiles make
And then
the phase so much longer than normal. Yeah, Deathwatch is
launcher.
particularly
Yeah,
bad
1 damage.
for
And 2,
activations.
four,
A lot of
to
Marine
see
armies these
5s.
days have
One
like
damage.
activations within their units, which is helpful. Deathwatch is one of the OG armies that
These
mixes a bunch of
crack
different
on
unit types
3,
inside.
oath,
So each individual unit
hits,
firing is like
10,
4
so
different
4.
activations,
Nope.
which is dangerous.
It's silly. Okay, I think that's the shooting. Then we'll roll a charge into the Lord of Change. On do we do that? We break this. We already have Scarband down. He's already committed to going here. That's so silly. Guess we just do. Guess we settle for this. I guess he's still oathed. Yeah. So I'll take.
Yeah, so the bird has to be careful because it could eat an Overwatch if he goes anywhere right now. And that actually, I think, is restricting Bellicor's movement currently because Bellicor can't move closer or it can't move over him without can't finish a move over him. They can move over because he flies, but his base is going to be problematic. Now we're going to open the question of whether or not we up down. I think it would be a reasonable decision here to bounce both Be'lakor and Rodicus, and we try to get charges into maybe the Incursors. We engage the Heavy Intercessors, and try to maybe like either knock down or clear one unit before engaging two-ish other ones. Now, we do have to keep in mind there is a Beacon Angelus, which gets a free rapid ingress on this Watchmaster. They don't get fights first, so it's not the Judiciary game plan where we try to fight first into a character and kill him. Off an ingress heroic intervention, but we can drop them down to hold territory or to just try to engage enemy
test on the
monsters.
Change on a 5-up. He's good.
Change is going to start healing. Nice.
He's good.
Hello, Chad. Well, Chad, we were totally wrong on this poll. 100% of people said Bird would die. Bird didn't die. Ed died immediately. we got the number of greater demons dead correct, but not the exact identity. Now there is probably
basically these two.
There's certainly a argument to be made for Kairos to push forward and engage the
there's not supposed to be a guy here.
The squad directly in front of him.
Wait, how did he end up there?
No, we're in my command phase.
No, I mean this guy. I don't know if you could copy something. There's not a guy here.
Okay.
So it's only the Incursors in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so
does.
we need to kill these guys.
He must have been copy and pasted. Yeah. 10-11. Yeah. That's weird. It was a different colored unit from the unit behind him too, so there's no way it was accidentally misplaced model. But Kairos pushing forward and engaging the Incursor or the Fortis kill team in the frontier here, in the center. As I mentioned before, those guys are really bad in melee, and they're not good. They don't have a way to fall back and charge innately, or fall back and shoot innately. So that actually removes that unit from contention. Kairos is probably... It also, if you can get Kairos within 12 inches of this unit, it taxes them if they try to pick up next turn, which they probably won't do, but it does make it tougher to use their free stratagems. And Kairos is probably one of the least valuable units of demons in this matchup, because his attack volume is not super high, and it's unlikely he actually kills each individual model that he hits. He's okay into like mid-weight vehicles, but into these like heavy infantry bricks, he's just trying to punch D3 damage shots into them, which is super inconsistent.
And get recover assets.
Area denial is a draw. Recover assets is the other draw. We do not have utility easily for that because we're probably gonna have to charge with everyone. So that's probably gonna be a discard for points later. But area denial is actually an incredible draw here because it's almost certain that we're pushing in the middle. Interesting that Telt did not elect to pick up any of the demons. He does have an easy charge with Scarbrand, excuse me, but he doesn't. Is it gonna be an Overwatch?
It's a 10. Okay, yeah, sure.
That's probably it would cost 2, I think, for the unit in the front here to Overwatch because of Kairos. Guess we're not doing it. My co-commentator's here. Let's see what she has to say.
Even he should be able to see these guys here.
Just kidding, she left. Trying to find good commentary here, chat. All they do is ask for treats and then scream. An absolute mess of circles this is right now. Rodriguez just moving forward. Okay, interesting. Yeah, the problem is the Overwatch costs 2 right now, and this Overwatch I think is largely out of range.
But I think
because they get the extended range from Kraken rounds, but they don't. Well, obviously they don't get it during their own turn. This unit Overwatching was being taxed by Kairos, and it is not a new round, so the Gravis Captain would not have his free strat unlocked yet. But the scary part is that we now get to shoot with the Lord of Change, and then it continues to be able to heal. Now, I'm a little worried about the counterattack here if we're not engaging with Rodriguez. Rodriguez is a very strong late game threat because he can zero the OC characteristic of the kill teams. So all these kill teams come in at OC 1. If Rodriguez gets within 6 inches of any model in the unit, he drops the OC to 0 on the entire squad, which means they can't take objectives anymore. They can't perform actions. Not that that matters in this case, but he can steal objectives really easily. The issue is that if you you just continue to engage in a ranged capacity with an army that's entirely range oriented, it's gonna get dicey for you.
Yep.
We will probably do that.
Yeah.
And game
When demons have more chaff lore wise, they might. I don't know. Big greater demon, like flocks of greater demons, I think is also lore accurate, but I'm not a lore person. I don't know.
I will ingress.
Greater demons are incredibly cool, though. So, people like them. People just think they're neat.
Of course, never killing this unit, but it would be nice to be able to pick up these guys. Let's see, what are you doing? Scarpan is going to punch these guys. Some may survive, some may not. Valkyrie is going to kill these idiots. Valkyrie is going to shoot here. Lotion is probably going to shoot here. So these guys can just walk and shoot Kairos, or walk into the middle and shoot Bellacore. You can easily just advance. Then I don't get a free pickup, but I don't have my free strat anyway. I think we put them here, then can go hit either Scarban or Bellacore. Not here, and I've charged into both. Yep. We're going to go 1 inch from the wall just in case. Just in case.
Now the Watchmaster here, we get the ingress for free with Beacon. And then he's representing a free heroic intervention as well because he has his own cost discount.
The enhancements, so the Wolfmaster still has a free strat if he wants to use it.
As Rhino's literally explaining right now. Fair enough.
I think that's fair and balanced.
And
like this.
These guys are pretty good at melee. They have a bunch of strength 10 Thunderhammer attacks. Not amazing into the T11 Bellacore, but you get a lance off the Watchmaster, and he's really awkward for Bellacore to attack into if Bellacore decides to end up eating the overwhelm. The intervention.
Go for it.
So 9 shots with sustain T3, 2s into 2s.
Yep.
Yeah, so Kairos in the way here, so Armor of Contempt would be CP taxed. Doesn't really want to have to drop the 2 CP to keep these guys going. I think here we can drop a bunch of Bolter Deathwatch Intercessors.
So it saves.
It saves.
Solid roll there.
Has cover. These idiots. 1 plasma there, 1 plasma there. We'll start in cover, so we'll start on this side next to Bellacore. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 guys in cover. So we'll do 4 first on force. Okay, they fail. What's the damage? It's to 4 ordered.
So 3, 2, 1, 3.
We'll kill 3 guys. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we have another guy in cover. 4 up. He fails. What's the damage?
2.
Okay, so he dies. And then we have 5s outside cover. We make 2, so 1 fail. We don't kill him. Alright, we'll take a bolter.
And we have 6 more attacks. Again, 2 into 2s, I guess.
Yep, just strength 11.
2 into 2s, yeah.
This will be 3 4-ups. 2 fails.
So 3 damage and 1 damage.
We'll kill him and we'll put 1 damage on this guy.
Hazardous test is good.
All right.
Great shot. 6 dead intercessors from that, so not even engaging in this flank of the battle. The downside is that a lot of the damage in this matchup is going to come from those Indomitor kill teams. And Rhina's doing the correct thing here, where he's feeding in the standard intercessors rather than the Indomitors. So the Indomitors will theoretically be unengaged by the end of this, and they're going to get a second turn of activation plus the Watchmaster in here. Versus, and he's going to trade away the standard Fortis kill teams that he doesn't value quite as highly.
Blackbearers and Roticals do recover assets.
Yep.
Bellacore will shoot into the incursors.
All right.
Yeah, going for overcharge because why not?
Yep.
So on 2s and strength.
Strength 6, so 3s.
On 3s.
All right. 1 Dave, 8 save.
1 death.
Yep,
and
6s.
Oh man, what a roll there.
So 5 fails, so 2.5 guys dies.
It wasn't the unit in front of him, which he has a pretty solid chance of killing by himself anyway. I'm actually surprised we didn't just dunk that into an Indomitor kill team to try to kill a model or two. The lethal hit getting rid of the lethal hit bolters is always helpful.
Cool.
And then we shoot with Kairos into these guys.
All right, go for it.
D3 plus 6 shots, overcharging.
Yep.
So 7 shots.
And then 2 blast.
Nice thing about this interaction, though, is that the Lord of Change activation first into the kill team here
The 3 is your strength up.
necessitated that they pull models from cover first,
Okay.
which actually opens up the
9, strength 10, yeah, okay.
the rest of the unit to be charged by Kairos. Kairos does have not a terrible weapon in that fight.
So AP3, AP2.
And then engaging them is going to be important too. Plus, he can ensure that they get Shadow of Chaos, so they might die to morale later as well.
Okay.
1.
Sure. So we will take the. Will we take the Power Fist, honestly? So what are we going to do? Punch Bellacore. And then we'll put 1 damage on the Power Fist.
Hazardous is good.
That guy. It's 2 bolters, 2 Power Fists.
And then we go for charges.
Yep.
So Bellacore for 5-inch charge into the incursors.
Yep. You sure mix it?
And Scarbrand for the
I got 2.
probably 3 to 4-inch charge probably.
3 in charge, for sure.
Yeah,
Sure makes it. Yep.
All right.
He's in there.
All right, boys. Things are looking a little bit bad for you there, bud.
Then
Front row.
Scarbrand starts.
Go for it.
So we go for they have 2 life each, so we can go for the swing profile here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so 17 attacks.
Yep.
2s and
They'll be
2s.
fine. Shell, they'll be fine. All right, 13. 5% a dream. I think we're still dead. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Only
5,
8.
6, 7, 8. We have 1 guy left. Who do we want to have left? You can touch all of them.
Yeah, non-zero chance he just dies to Shadow and Chaos next turn as well.
Vanguard, I guess. Right. And I'm going to keep the Power Fist, because then I can punch you. That's cool. Right. Keep the Sergeant. Do you
Would
want
you
to
like
touch him?
to interrupt me?
No, I'm good. I'm all good.
No, I don't want. I don't think I want to touch you.
That's rude.
Don't want to engage him.
Just wants a
Interesting.
hug.
So,
Right.
and here we go, Bellacore with 3 guys left.
I wonder if we declared the incursor mine here.
Probably just
Yes, still
strike them.
I guess.
Okay.
So, what do we have? Strength 8 on these 2s into 2s. Yeah, so 2s into 2s with sustained.
Yep. So 1 extra. After the one's going. Oh,
So,
yes, it was 15 hits.
15.
So you got 4 sustain and 3 misses.
Yeah.
And 2s. And wait. Oh, look, they're dead.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. At the start of the fight phase, I'll blow up my mine on you with them. We'll do 2 mortals on the way out.
Oh, 2 mortals on Bellacore.
Yep, from the
Okay.
AOI main.
Saying, oh yeah, you can fight back here if you want to.
Oh, did you? Well, you didn't engage him, right?
Oh, I'm not. Okay, perfect. Then, yeah, that's probably my turn.
All right.
So,
Definitely not bad.
recover for
Not
speed.
engaging the Indomitor or the Fortis guilty back here is unfortunate.
Area for 5.
Yep. I don't.
But a
I think we are perfect.
big
Or
big score on secondaries.
yeah. So
Tilt keeping up the
I'm just going
the-
Everything is within 18
Score
so we
lead.
can go for rerolls to 1 now.
Yeah, makes sense. I'll get 8 primary, and then my free strat will reset. I'm going to pop lethal for everyone, and we're going to oath. Let's see, who are we oathing?
The downside here, obviously, is that while Deathwatch have more assets because of the
And
Scarbrandite Watchmaster on the board now, they don't have Tome of Ectoclades anymore, so their capacity to inflict massive damage is significantly reduced.
Balakor is more important to keep civil oath.
They do sort of need to deal with Scarbrand,
but
which is going to be dangerous.
And that's fine because we can just hit them 2s with these. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oath and Balakor. We have some battle checks to take.
We do have rerolls from the Combi Lieutenant on the Bellacor's objective right now.
Shadow. So it is a 6. They're happy. This guy, he is in shadow. He's scared. Does he die?
Ooh, a loss here would be big. 1 mortal wounds. He lives, and he can move block Scarbrand. Oh, no.
Sure.
That's so big.
Okay,
Scarbrand
let's
obviously does not
see.
fly, can't go over
Let's
intervening
see.
models. So if this dude just stays still, Scarbrand's vision is based on movement.
Definitely.
And I don't think he would be able to get by, so we could pull back the intercessors and prevent Scarbrand from getting in without redeploying.
Advanced.
That's a big deal.
I don't think so. Definitely, I don't think the veterans.
And then we just charge a bunch of stuff into Bellacore, try to get rid of him, and maybe take some wounds, continue to take some wounds off the Lord of Change.
Where can you go?
That's dealing damage in the background here. Man, this is that's a pretty big battle shock test. Scarbrand cannot fly, Chance. No, he's very fast, but his wings are broken.
You're gonna get
He displeased Khorne, and Khorne ripped the membrane off his wings, so he cannot use them anymore. So he just runs. he just he took that and decided to put that effort into cardio. I guess hopefully we can also move block with the Fortis kill team at the bottom here too. Tilt leaving all of these Space Marine units on 1 model, as is the Space Marine way. Is gonna come back to bite him, I think.
Lieutenant will go here. These friendly fellows. Let's see. Where do we see Balakor on this side? We'll remove some lines. These are not relevant. Oh, it's because we had the original thing up. Original. Oh, it's the promise sounds okay. Let's see. Over here. These guys will. I'm not gonna move these over, so I don't need them.
Bellicor on rerolls now, so he's going to be stronger if he does get the opportunity to fight. He's going to eat some big charges, I think.
3.
You know what I actually would have loved to have seen is if we'd seen an obsec on this objective earlier in the game. I think that actually would have
If he dies, he dies.
forced Rhino to play much more aggressively to
There.
depress the score even more.
And then we'll take these guys.
Didn't think it made him unable to fly. Yeah, it's interesting because it's a big piece of sort of like Scarbrain's design in basically every depiction of him. Like in Total War, for example, you can play Scarbrand, but he's a Bloodthirster who just walks on the board. One of the big downside, he hits much harder and is more resilient than a Bloodthirster, but the big downside is that as a non-flying unit, he's actually has a lot of
4.
he's a lot more difficult to use than a standard Bloodthirster. Same in obviously the tabletop game. It's cool. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Makes him mechanically different than the other Bloodthirsters, which is cool. I like that he has a longer average threat range, but because he can't go over things, stuff like this can happen where he just gets stuck behind enemies.
So we'll keep the Meltas within.
Whereas a standard Bloodthirster would just have jumped over that guy and killed this entire Indominator kill team.
Get 9 on both.
Getting Melta range into whichever demon we need to, so if Bellicor decides to randomly get killed by Melta shooting, we can just move on.
I must be there. Okay, so this guy will walk up. Oh, nice, okay. We have one who's not in both, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, we'll advance the Watchmaster and friends. 1, so 7. I have 6 there, that's acceptable. And then we'll go 7 this way. We can shoot both. Put hammers. Honestly, do we have any use for the free strat? I think I will re-roll the advanced with the captain's free strat. Or the Watchmaster, sorry. So plus 2 more. So we got 9. That's better. Hammer. Here. Then going back a bit. Then we'll put the frag cannons. And then a Palacor. Put the, and then we'll go 9 this way. I guess we use this guy to charge with. As close as we can get. That's a 5. We'll see if we need to. It looks fine for currency. Great. Then we have these guys. They're only really shooting Bellicor, but that's fine. They'll probably. Can they shoot both? Not really. Just look up here. Get some shots into Scarban on this angle. That's the corner. Maybe. They just go to full distance and then we'll see. Maybe they advance. What do I have? I have 3 CP. See where they can go. They're probably advancing at assault. That seems like a good idea. We don't have any stretch units. I will advance this orange unit. They get a 4. So they will go up here. It range as well, worst case. Here, agents doesn't really matter. Agents will advance 6. They will just go hide better. The only thing that needs to move, I think we're pretty happy with this sergeant. He will just go over here.
Oh, interesting. Moving away from Skybrand could open an Overwatch here
We are
to clear him, but at that stage,
quite happy.
it's probably not
We'll
relevant
shoot you. We'll start
if he's not going to be
with
move blocked. I'm actually surprised we're pushing
the unit.
forward so hard, especially without access
shoot
to rerolls
everything into
against
Bellicor.
Skybrand. I think the hope is that we kill Bellicor with
Yeah.
guns, but he is stealthy.
Right, we'll do Maltas on 3s. Maltas on 4s.
It gives -1 to hit because of stealth.
Yeah, true. So
Okay.
this will be rerolls. So we have 1 lethal, then 1 on 4s. 1 Malta save.
He's good.
Right.
Thank you for the follow,
bolters.
Con Air
Bolters,
hair
because
dryers.
we have 50. Yep, so heavy bolters on
Wow, we're in
4s.
such prestigious
So-
company, chat.
Sustain lethal. 5s. Real 1s. Just gonna make sure. Yes. We kind of don't have him closer. Yep. So you have 5 saves. Renal damage 3.
Is the game free? It's not. It costs a minuscule amount. Usually it's on sale. I think the list price
We
is
have one
$20.
officer,
Usually you can find it for
conflict,
5 or 10 online.
force,
Exclamation point, how to
lethal,
play if you're interested in
5s,
chat.
twin length.
I have a new player tutorial playlist that talks about how to play 40k, as well as how to get
Mhm.
into all the mods that allow you to play online.
Nope.
The mods themselves are
Alright.
free. You just have to buy the base
Then
client
we'll do
to
Green
play.
Squad, everything into Bellicor. We'll start
And it's almost certainly on sale right now for the winter sale. on
6 plus
Steam.
1, 12, 15.
Now I'm a little worried that we're going to run into some timing problems here with Rhina.
Uh,
He's at 25 minutes
9,
remaining on his
this
clock.
officer, I believe.
Only 3 battle rounds in.
This is just 3
If he does
and
kill a bunch of demons, it will be fine, but he has to basically have these huge, complex full army activations into the demon army.
Yep. Maltas on 5s. Oath.
Look, we're down to 7.
Maltas on 4s.
Drum roll, please.
Oath. So 1 lethal, 1 on a 4. 1 Malta. Malta range.
Good.
Heavy bolters. Wait, start on 3. On 4s. Oath. Data sustained. 5s. Real 1s. 4 saves. On renal damage 3.
He's off. Awesome.
On 4s. AP2.
Oh. Okay, then 1 damage.
3 damage. A heavy bolter.
Okay.
And then the bolters. Oath. This is only lethal. And 5s. Real 1s. 3 saves. Damage 2 on in 1. That's 6 damage.
He's dead. Oh,
Let's see. Kaboom.
does he kaboom? No.
Okay, boom.
Bellicor
Right,
down.
I'll spend 1 CP to give the orange unit assault. I'll shoot some other stuff first, but I'm going to spend a CP to give them assault so you can shoot. We'll do this, Sergeant. He'll shoot this bolter into Squadron. 3s. 6s. No. We'll do the veterans. They will shoot all their shots into Squadron. We'll do flame profile on the Inferno Heavy Bolters. No, I will do the Heavy Bolters. So 4s, rerolling 1s. Because they're veterans, 1 sustained, and lethal, because we have lethal on everyone. 6s. So 1 AP1 damage 2 on Squadron. Right. Then we'll do the frag cannons. They are not in rapid fire of Squadron, so it's just 2 shots. 2 shots, 4s, rerolling 1s. That's 2 lethal, so 2 AP 1 damage too. Then we have the spear from the character. On 2s, on 6s, 1 AP 1 damage too.
Nope.
Well, if Scarbrand keeps just failing these saves against random lethal hits, he's going to go down pretty quickly here.
Aggressors, the implementer will do.
Man can't catch a
Meltas,
break.
So Meltas
Just loves
on
taking
the
bolter
fourth.
rounds to the eyeball, apparently.
And they should all be in Melta range because we put down between the units. Oh no, there was one was not in Melta range, I think. Yeah. So we'll do one Melta on 3 is not in Melta range. Once on a 4 because you close his target, doesn't wound. One Melta on 3 is in Melta range. No. Melta on 4 is in Melta range. 4s. No. We'll do the heavy bolters.
Unfortunate activation there. None of the big damage shots through.
5s.
Charging into Scarbrand here, it
4s.
gets a little bit dicey.
AP2 damage 3. 9. Bolters. 5s, nothing. Grenades. 14. 3s. 5s. 1. AP0.
Yeah.
Gauntlets. 2 lethal. 5 twin linked. 3 AP0.
One damage.
Right. Yep. They have no other. Well, they can shoot Frotticus, I suppose. We'll do these veteran. These for this here that shoot a lot of change. So we have 2 bolters. They all charge a plasma. Bolters don't do anything. We have a plasma. 2 lethal. The Kairos. Takes 2 damage. Then we have 1 grenade launcher. 1 save. D3 damage. It will do.
Yeah, check out the tutorial videos and the
then
playlist that I
we
posted
don't
earlier.
really care about Frotticus.
There are a
Do
pair
Orange
of
Squad into
getting
Scarbrand,
started
and
in Tabletop
Plasma.
Simulator videos on that. That's where all the information is. You can find links in there.
There's someone who's not in range. I will spend a CP to increase their range as well. So they all can shoot into Scarbrand.
Oh, the orange squad.
Yeah, so they're 30 in range now with the
Okay.
plasmas. So anyone who can't see, you are on the terrain. I think we can see with everyone as well. Yeah. When it's shooting, we'll do plasma on 2s because you're below starting, and on 4s because you're below half. 4s. 4 saves. Okay, that gets him.
Scarbrand down.
No, my poor guy.
So,
He explode.
for the,
That's actually huge.
No, I
It's
don't.
all 3 units here. Brutal.
Yeah, he does.
then we have the vet squad, and that's the vet. So we have 2 squads in range.
So down to
So,
just 3 graders.
squad.
Rodigus is fairly effective into these guys, though. He does
It
have his
is
bonus
the,
damage.
The
So he
Indomitor.
can either 2-shot with his
The-
sweep
the
or 1-shot with his
round
big
here.
bonk
Yep.
stick into
So that's
the Indomitors.
damage on the second bolter, and then the veterans.
But that was a costly turn
Yeah.
in terms of time expenditure for Rhina, but
Kind of funny.
kills all the most dangerous demons besides the Lord of Change, I guess.
It's kind of funny. That's annoying.
And has secured himself a pretty solid
Okay,
board
so-
state. I would say I
Okay,
think
but
Deathwatch might be
then we will just
slowly pushing it
Gotcha.
forward.
we roll the veterans into Rotkus.
See if we randomly hit like a 9 here.
10.
No.
No.
That would
I
be
don't
sick.
think that's what we're rolling. We roll the this unit into Kairos. 7. Oh, sorry, I need to roll the overshot first. See if we lose the plasmas. I need to roll the squad as well. They're fine. Then we have the orange squad. are fine. Okay, good. So they got a 7. There. Then I think we're quite happy with that. We'll just punish Kairos a bit. We'll do a Power Fist, 3 attacks. 2 lethal.
Oh, shit.
5. 2 saves.
Okay.
I mean, 1. 2 damage. And then we have 9 close combat weapons. 2s. 6s. 1 save. 1 mean 1. Damage 1. Right. And you get hit me back. And I got
5 attacks on 3s into 2s.
Yep.
Thank you for the follow, Mr. Chris.
4.
Welcome
Oops.
to the channel.
Today.
Yep.
We'll keep the sergeant.
Locks in Kairos for a turn.
So I got 8 on assassinate. And
Now, I
1
think what I'd like to
because
see
it's,
here is a pickup on
1
Rodigus
in
and
18,
the
1 in 16, whatever it
Plague
is.
Bearers, and we
18.
push to
Okay.
try to
So
steal
over to you.
Rhina's home objective.
Can I remove the bubbles?
Yeah, go ahead.
I should probably do
Yeah.
something.
We could see a 5-inch charge coming out of the Plague Bearers to push them into the deployment zone if we pay to put them closer. We could also, I guess, pay to put Rodigus in the back line, 6 inches, and then use his Shadow of Chaos to
So
deliver the Plague Bearers, and then you just get him into the
Yes.
Fortis kill
That's
team,
one squad here.
the orange-based Fortis kill team back here. The downside is that you'd have to kill a bunch of them in order to get to the Indomitors, but might not have a choice. We really need to engage those Indomitors to prevent them from pushing forward.
Pick up Roddy, pick up a lot of change.
Numpad button to pass the clock is the clock controls in numpad are 7, 8, and 9. 7 passes from red to blue, 8 pauses, and 9 passes from blue to red. Or you can click the clock on the screen as well. That's the other opportunity.
This one over here.
Oh, tempting in the corner. That might be a better drop, actually. It does make it tough for you to get the charge here.
They don't want to move.
But you could maybe just
so
use
we
the
just
Plague Bearers
go
normally.
for
No,
this.
we didn't pick up the Plague Bearers. Just kidding. They are protecting the objective, obviously. As soon as they leave,
9-inch
there is the opportunity for a drop there. In response with the site-to-site teleportation from the Deathwatch, but you can screen it with Kairos, maybe, or the Lord of Change. But I guess we're just going to put these guys over here and maybe just
See
charge
that
those
guy?
dudes.
No.
This is not an obsect objective, so if you kill the Inquisitorial agents, you actually just remove the objective from them. That also drops 2 points from this objective. For Rhina.
Then we spend 1 CP for doing Roddy 6-inch deep strike.
I guess, sort of curiously, Rodigus could
Or do I want to
shoot
here?
into the Indomitor kill team to kill models, and then because the Gravis Captain can't be removed, that actually doesn't change his ability to charge or interact with them. We could also try to shoot and kill the Combi Lieutenant because he's obnoxious.
Okay, then we go into shooting.
Go for
So a lot of change, everything into the agent squad. Oh, and
So we're gonna try to zero out Rhino on primary here. Yeah, Tilt should get 2. We got tempting target and no prisoners. There's a non-zero chance he gets
so we have
4 points on no prisoners and tempting target. That still depresses him by 10, but an important thing to keep in mind is that Rhina is almost maxed on secondaries and will not be able to score anymore. If Tilt can zero him out for the remainder of the game, then he actually does have an opportunity to win bottom 5, even with just like Plague Bears remaining.
He's good.
We'll see how it goes. I do have a sneaky suspicion that Ryan is about to put balls on every objective and just say, "Hey,
into the lieutenant.
do what you can," but we'll see.
Yeah, go for it.
So 2d6 shots, 11, strength 8, so on a 2.
Yep.
Oh my god!
So 2 deaths and 4 saves.
4 ups.
4
5
damage
ups.
through.
Take 3.
Combi Lieutenant lives on 1. He could die to Shadow of Chaos here.
And Kairos.
That's scary.
shoot
Kairos is
into
going to
the-
keep pulling down some models in the corner.
Red squad here.
Yep.
So there are 10 guys at the moment.
Think so.
Yeah. Okay. And is indirect anyway.
Yep.
So D3 plus 6 shots.
Yep.
8 shots plus 2 for blast.
Yep.
On 4s. And on 2s. Oh,
5 ups.
Yeah.
Fail 5.
so 3, 2, 1, 2, 2.
2, 3, 4. Close 4. I'll take bolter.
Man, this Kairos has been popping off.
Every 6 guys.
It's actually like the most damage I've ever seen Kairos do in my life.
Some idiots here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's kill these idiots as well.
Okay, then we do charges.
Go for it.
Okay, Roddy charges for 6 inches into the intercessors.
Alright.
He's in.
Yep.
And yeah, no more charges to do.
Okay.
So Roddy starts.
Yep.
And the intercessors take +1 damage from Nurgle.
Sure. I'll free stretch arm contempt with the captain.
Okay. The strike profile, 7 attacks, 2s into
2s into...
3s.
to use strength 10. Yeah, 2s into 2s with lethal.
With
It would be actually kind of interesting to challenge here, just try to kill the captain.
Because
Because you don't really care about the unit anymore.
Or so your AP3 base rate, so 5 ups. These 2.
Yeah, 4 damage each.
At least let's 2 guys.
The captain halves damage, but because of the way that characteristic modifiers work in the game, he actually only works a little against
punch you,
Rodigus. Rodigus ends up having his 3 damage down to
Here, because here, because here.
his 3 damage down to 2 and then adding
on
+1. So he's still
purpose.
2 shots the grab his
Two attacks
captain,
with
which doesn't actually
lethal,
change the
because I
math.
Still have it.
Might have killed him here,
All,
actually.
captain has 6 power fist attacks and 2s and 5s.
Jesus.
3 saves.
What a guy.
2 damage.
2 damage. So
Yep.
6 ups.
Yep. Then
Okay.
close combat attacks. Well, was one save, 1 lethal. Damage 1.
1 damage. 1 lethal.
Yep. This
He's
one.
good.
And weighty.
And then Bloody hits back.
Yep.
3s into 2s. 5 attacks.
Yep.
So 4.
They die. Whoops.
Okay, that's probably the turn.
Yeah.
So
You get 4
Tempting.
on prisoners, I think. Yep.
and 4 on no prisoners.
I believe 4, yep. Sweet. Yeah. So I will pick up 2 units and we will pick up the red Indomitor. And we'll pick up, let's see, probably just the veterans. Because I think these guys want to go here, these guys want to go kill this. Yeah, pick up the veterans. Don't have anything to do. Okay, and then we just gonna run over here. We have some battle shocks. We're gonna oath Rotigas. Battle shock in the captain unit. They're fine on 7. Battle shock in the combat lieutenant. I think it's fine if he dies. How many mortals? See if you can make a feeling bane.
Mhm. 3 models.
Ouch.
And come
Brutal.
Elite. Then we will. Let's
So only 1 assassinate and 2 points for bring it down remaining for Reinhardt to score here. So as Tilt sort of continues on through the remainder of this game, he is basically just generating value because Rhina can only cap at 6 more secondary points. If Tilt beats him on primary, he's actually going to be in an okay spot.
We're going to put these.
This is going to be a tight finish, chat. What a great game this has been. Just huge swings and roundabouts. I think it's unlikely we see the Lord of Change survive a second round of attacking, but who knows? We do have Hellfire rounds for 4-up monster, anti-monster, if we want them, which will certainly help quite a bit in this matchup.
These guys. Let's see if we have to advance the green Indomitor. Then we go 6. We go with this. Flamers in the front. These guys will go over here. That. And the veterans will drop there. And then I'll also do a CP to give lethal to the red and the green Indomitor squads.
Okay.
And we shoot you. We'll start with the green Indomitor squad. We'll spend a lot of CP to get assault so they can shoot. And sorry, this squad will fall back as well. So we don't get the -1 to hit. We'll just step here. All right. Green squad, everything. Let's see if all of the flames are in range. They are. Really closest target as well. Do you want to do any strats?
Good question. Yeah, we roll once to involve for Roddy.
Right. Flamers will be 11 shots. This will be 6s rerolling. 4 saves, damage 1.
And 6 up.
Yep.
1 damage.
All right. And we didn't lose anyone here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up. Bolt rifles. Oath. And 5s. 1 save, damage 2.
Reroll.
Yep.
He's good.
Heavy bolters. Lethal.
Tough part's going to be punching through this
4 saves, damage 3.
12 on Rodigus. The Indomitors tend to cap at strength 11. And, man, Tilt found his invuln saves. Every invuln save that Ed decided to just fail earlier is he's donated directly to Rodigus here.
And on 5s. 2 saves from the Maltas.
He's good.
Sure. Okay. That's fun.
You live by the 4-up, and sometimes you also live by the 4-up, as they say.
To kill these. I guess you can couch them. Say. Can't take that, so we should be fine. We'll do the red unit. So we don't get everyone.
Adeptus Custodians, yeah.
So we'll do the
Just make your
orange,
4-ups. Warhammer 40k is the easiest game ever.
call it thingy. Fortress.
Although it does require that
Shoot
you don't need a great
everything
unclean one
Rotigas.
on
What
the
do
sacrificial
we have?
pyre,
We have
apparently.
We have all plasma, so we'll shoot all plasma. So 8 shots. Oath. We do hit on 2s, but whatever. Lethal. And 5s. 4 saves, damage 2.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes, this is something. Super crack. Hits. 1 on a 5.
No. Radagast gonna make all but 2 saves
We
here.
have 2 Castellans. 6 shots. 2s. We'll just fish. And 6s. 2 saves, damage 1.
Up. 1 damage.
Alright. We lost. What did we lose here? Am I blind? Then we lost all the bolters, so we just have the Vanguard launcher left here. 3 shots. Sorry. 2s and 5s. 1 save, damage 2.
1 save.
Yep.
He's good.
I mean, sure. Sure thing. Overcharges. They're fine. We'll take Red Squad. We'll shoot everyone who can into Rotigas, which is everyone on this line. So we'll do the Maltas into the bird. We'll do. So basically, we do heavy bolt. Now we just do everything into the bird. We're gonna win on 6s. Everything into the bird. Maltas on 2s. On 3s, sorry. Maltas on 4s. And on a 3, because we're strength 11 now. No. Bolt rifles into bird. 2 lethal. 5s. 3 saves, damage 2.
What damage?
Yep. Bolter. 5s. No. Grenades. 11. Lethals. 5s. 4 saves, damage 1.
One.
Yep. Gauntlets. 5s, twin linked. 2 saves, damage 1.
It's good.
Good. Sure. Sure thing.
Incredible rate of
I
saves
guess
here
we'll
from
do
Demons.
6
Absolutely.
charges. We'll do a 9 into him. Nope.
Oh, flub the
They
charge.
advanced. We're not charging him, so I guess that's just my turn.
All right, and then that holds the objective for Radagast since he reduces the OC characteristic of the heavy intercessors, so he takes the objective from them, gets an 8-point on primary, and actually equalizes the score. Could we pick up in 6-inch deep strike next to the kill team here, and just steal the objective out from them? Oh no! I mean, we could do that. I think with the Plague Bears anyway. Use Kairos to screen the home objective and try to hold it off. Regardless, but that would eat a ton of points from Rhina on the bottom turn here. Yeah, picking up the Plague Bearers. Kairos is free now. He could pick up if he wanted to. The loaded change could also escape.
Yeah, that's.
You just don't roll bad,
Yeah,
chat.
CP.
It's fine.
I have 2 CP.
It was a little dicey, I think, for one kill team to kill the Lord of Change, but definitely Roddick is taking 4 damage, I think. 2 damage from the entire 2 kill team shooting it with Oath and special issue ammo and lethal. Huh. That's rough.
Not only the Black Bears. Okay, then draw secondaries.
He's so chunky,
For
chat.
hostile and
The
engage.
chunkiest boy. Well, thank everyone for coming in, by the way. Got a ton of people in chat right now. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Enjoying the game. I think it's going to be a nail-biter finish. That turn might have swung it in Demon's favor, especially since they have bottom 5 scoring.
No CP.
We do.
Kairos continues to not generate command points.
30.
Yep.
5 up. He's good.
Bird continues to heal.
Heals 2 wounds.
We're just playing Necrons today, you know.
8 points primary.
Co-commentators, yeah, she's coming back. She's got thoughts about the current board state.
Then we do some. Here, then we go on auto charge range here. We go something like auto charge range here.
Charging the
Overcharging
Indomitors.
if he moves.
Oh yeah, you have flamers here. Okay.
Not have flamers, but I have lethal and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, Rhino's just gonna snap fire off this Overwatch. All right, boys.
Okay.
Roll some sixes.
Do Maltas. 1 lethal.
Wait, how much damage are they doing?
D6 plus 2.
That might be a CP reroll. Oh, that's spicy, chat.
Yeah, go for the command reroll.
CP reroll goes a 3 to a 3. The melter shot goes through for 3 damage. Oh no!
Rifles. No heavy bolters. 1 lethal sustained.
Oh, sorry.
1 save. No. Grenades. 11.
Lord of Change is back down to 4 wounds.
1 lethal.
He's good.
And gauntlets. 2 lethal.
He's down to 2.
1 damage each.
Oh my
1
god.
Okay.
Any higher number on that melter shot might have killed him. Brutal.
Okay, then we bring back the Black Bears.
Now the Lord of Change has to consider whether it, because we're down out of command points for tilt, it has to consider whether or not he ends up overcharging the gun. The hazardous check could just straight up kill him. Gonna try to. So we're 6-inch deep striking here, so we can get the easy charge into the Watchmaster. Downside is that leaves a unit here and allows these guys to potentially take the hub objective.
Overcharging and
With the site-to-site teleport.
sustained.
He is overcharging, chat.
So,
This man has no fear.
cuts on 3s now.
Oh my god!
40.
4 sets of sustained. What a roll that was. For an additional 8 hits? Are you kidding me right now? This game is going
And
nuts.
on 2s.
On 3s.
Wounding on 2s.
Oh, it's alright on 2s. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, strength 12 in this guy.
Yeah.
9. Don't have cover. 5s. 6. So one guy will die and then order roll. On 5.
So first one 2 damage, 3 damage, 1 damage,
So
2
1,
damage.
2, and 2 ones to die, and 2 ones will do the. Where are they? Where are the bolters?
What a shot that was, chat.
I will not have any bolters. We'll do. Let's do these guys. Is 3 right? 1, 2. No,
Rhina has the cojones of steel over
Keep
here.
gauntlet on.
I'll just eat the Overwatch and then overcharge. I'm on 2. It's fine. Totally fine.
If you charge me, I can punch you.
Second weapon, 6 attacks, 3s and 2 3s. 3 more saves.
So he dies and then 1 damage roll.
1 damage.
1 damage will go on the Melta. On the Melta rifle.
He's good. Well, then Kairos blasts also into the heavy intercessors here.
Did we roll the hazardous here, sir?
Yeah, I rolled.
Oh, you did?
We
Okay.
rolled.
Yeah, my
let him
headset
headset
was
Everyone made every hazardous this game, I think.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, always overcharge. So, Kairos,
Remains unpunished, chat.
D3 plus 6 shots.
Jesus,
So 8 shots
And 1 blast.
plus 1 blast.
Oh my gosh.
On 4 and on
Yep.
3.
Yep.
So 4 saves.
4 5s. 3 fails.
Oh my god. Always overcharge every
3
time.
damage, 1 damage.
Plus 1 kills 2. So him and him. No.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
pull off the objective there. So we need, if the Lord of either, we need to have these guys in a position to auto pass, or if the Lord of Change charges, he's hitting on 3s or hitting on 4s. Excuse me, hitting on 4s for flat 3. The chance he kills all of the intercessors is highly unlikely. That allows the intercessor to swing back and probably kill the Lord of Change.
2 saves.
We'll see.
Saves on.
Oh my
2
gosh.
fails.
So
He
1
dies.
damage.
Yep.
Okay, and then that's my shooting. So we do.
Yeah, charges.
So Blackbeard, 5 inches into the Watchmaster unit.
All right.
Go, go, go.
Go. They do make it.
Easy.
See if they survive. Hopefully not.
So the Watchmaster's unit is dangerous. They do have a 2 damage weapon on the Watchmaster himself. They also have 2 damage Thunderhammer or 3 damage Thunderhammers. The downside is that the Thunderhammers are hitting on 4s with reroll 1s, which is not ideal. This is the ancient model. It's just known for low variance and consistent rolls, 100%. Oh my gosh, this battle round has been a roller coaster ride of emotions, chat. Absolutely crazy.
And Roddy charges into these guys.
Yep.
He's in.
Makes sense.
And the Lord of Change just charges here because why
Oh
not?
my god, he is charging. If Rhina...
I think you can stand on it if you go.
If Rhina remains entirely unpunished for all of these moves, I'm gonna eat my hat.
So, okay,
No. I will be free stretting or uncontemptible.
Is the ancient make that guy explode? Yeah. The Lord Change will be killed by the
They watch-
intercessors and then
Okay,
explode and
so
kill them
then,
back.
let's start with Roddy.
Listen, mission accomplished in the most
damage from Nari.
roundabout way possible.
6 attacks, 2s and 2 3s.
The downside here is if the Lord of Change dies, it scores Rita his final secondary points. So he doesn't have to kill anything on his
5 saves.
turn.
Ordered.
We do have to
4
storm
damage each.
for Tilt, but Tilt's already stormed. He's got engaged for 3 table quarters, so he's going to be scoring 7 points here as long as the Poxwalkers don't randomly die, which could happen. Who knows?
Yep.
He has 5 attacks, 3s into 4s, probably.
4s into 4s. Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Need an
So
eat
4s
hat
into
cam.
4s.
Yeah, we'll do a whole video on it.
Let's see. Can you do it?
No.
2 hits, 1 wound on a 4-up.
We'll lose a guy.
Oh my gosh. I think we just killed the dude on the objective because the aggressor... We pulled an aggressor! What?
And then we have
The aggressor could pilot on the objective. Why would we keep a heavy weapon guy?
Yep, so you can do that.
Armor of Contempting here to try to keep the Thunderhammers alive, so we have more multi-damage attacks swinging back.
20 attacks.
We have the frag cannon can eat some of these shots.
5.
3s with lethal and force. No.
And the Deathwatch veterans are in fact OC2, so if a couple of them live, they might be able to out-OC the Poxwalkers here, which would be a huge swing. Only 1 lethal rolled, force the wound. Not a great roll. 7 AP, 1 out of zeros. I don't think it's likely we lose more than 1 model. Just the frag cannon dies.
Will be the frag cannon, surprisingly.
We have the full Thunderhammer activation coming back in.
Okay, and that's my fighting.
Yeah, I'll fight you back. We'll start with
the
2 guys.
Assault Terminator squad
One
got
power
4
fist,
up.
attacks. And
got
then
4 up.
Highest been linked. 2 saves on your bird.
Or 3 up weapon skill. Got +1 to hit. Oh my god.
Okay, and then we have 1 guy lethal.
My hat's getting eaten, chat.
Oh.
I'm putting that hat right in my mouth.
Watch Monster
I'm gonna chew. I'm gonna swallow. That's insanity.
Here. So we'll do Watchmaster 6 attacks.
Oh my god. The Lord of Chains just charges into the Indomitor kill team. I'm not sure why Rhina pulled the aggressor there. Having 2 aggressors would have given a much more solid chance to kill that guy, but still. Come on. That's a good hat. That's gonna be delicious. Jesus.
We'll kill 2 guys.
Do they have the Deathwatch Terminators? I don't believe so. That's my knowledge.
I
think it's just Assault Terminators.
God, are you kidding me? And 2 saves.
They are 3 damage each.
Yep, kills 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is train. Okay, then we'll do Captain into Rotigus. 6 perfect attacks on 2s and 6s. Nothing. That's my attacks.
Oh.
Okay.
So Storm Hostile objective completed for Tilt.
I failed Kairos, but
that's insane.
So engage for 2.
Engage for 2 points. Storm Hostile objective scored out
for 4.
4 points.
And
Demons are in the lead.
Let's see.
Rhina gets 3 points for primary.
Stand here. I'll get my free strats.
And I think that the Demons will probably be able to outscore them on primary here at the end game. If they kill the Lord of Change, they go up to 66 points. All Demons have to do is score 11 on their own turn. We did not have any command points remaining to site-to-site teleport to take the Demon home objective, so nothing has to go back there. Tilt is scoring a minimum of 3 points on his own turn.
You guys are home.
He basically just needs to score 1 off-home objective and score almost 80 secondary to win the game. That was an insane battle round for Demons. That was crazy. Basically, he just faded an entire battle round worth of damage.
Right.
Battle shocked his own home objective, yeah.
Then we have a battle shock on the Captain.
On the 4+N1 save. That's wild. I don't know what else to say about that, chat.
He's dead.
Loses the captain to a failed battle shock check thanks to the Shadow of Chaos.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Actually, yeah, a lot of those.
I think the only way
we'll do
actually
CP lethal.
I don't know if there's a way
these 2 kill teams.
That
Watchmaster and Friends will fall back because they fall back in charge.
Rhino wins here.
Charge your dudes.
I'll give you 3 primary.
Yeah, you should get
6 primary. Yes, 3, sorry. Yeah, because I don't hold it. I get the middle. Yep.
Yeah.
3. Yep. And
very nice. My gods love me more than you. Yeah, that was crazy. Rodigus eating like literally 2 full kill teams to take you 2 damage. It was pretty wild. It does happen. I mean, that is a 4+ influence save problem. Sometimes just high impact, low volume attacks just bounce if you get a little lucky, which is unfortunate. We're gonna talk at length, by the way. I have some interesting thoughts that I don't think anyone will ever implement, but on ways to improve the 40k combat mechanics. We're going to talk about those on Tactical Tuesday tomorrow over on the YouTube channel. If you are interested, I put some thoughts into it. I'll probably make a slideshow. Basically just like making up random rules for 40k. So if we kill Rodriguez and randomly kill the Lord of Change, these guys can fall back and charge, so they can come back in and charge back in. They clear here. Kill the Lord of Change, kill Rodriguez. The problem is that we held here, and Kairos can just advance or teleport to this objective. That's 8 points automatically.
From the unit.
So basically, we essentially need to kill every single bottle besides Kairos,
Demetrius got into Rodriguez,
and then have Kairos do nothing.
For 1 CP for... Or do I? No, I don't. Go on.
The Battleshock damage is legit for sure. Yeah, I think you underestimate it until it starts working on you. Honestly, on printing, it was really bad until they gave the Greater Demons the Shadow of Chaos aura. But being able to leave a unit on 1 and then kill them on their opponent's turn is actually huge. Especially against MSU armies, kind of like this, or like Drukhari, a lot of Eldar armies. They just tend to start losing battles towards the end of the game, like here and there, which adds up.
Oath.
Yeah, there is a chance. It's not a good chance, but there is a chance. It requires tilts to just entirely flub out on... to lose everything and entirely flub out in secondaries.
9 total.
I guess if the Indomitors don't kill Rodriguez and charge and kill him on the charge and get 5 OC on the objective, and then Kairos flubs killing them... That's another potential path to victory here.
1 damage 2.
We'd basically need Kairos and not be able to control this objective.
Good. We should have...
Rodriguez down to 8. Oh, the saves have left him.
1 melter rifle in melter range. 1 and 3. 1 melt... we'll just finish it on 5s. No. 1 not in melter range.
I got enemies that fail 7-ups. Yeah, you force enough of them though. Like you don't rely on them to die, but over the course of the game, they'll fail 50% of those. So if you force 6, you deal 3d3 damage to them.
Okay.
That's not nothing.
Damage.
It's certainly not at the moment, but it's not nothing.
Guess we just definitely need to kill him.
Yeah. So the question here is whether we.
Both can kill him next turn. We'll do Orange got everything into Lord of Change.
Kill him next turn.
You want to reroll?
He doesn't have to go anywhere. I think if Rodriguez lives, you just lose.
He will die anyway, I guess.
Yeah. Plasma. 2s. 4s. 3 saves.
He's good.
Bro.
Then we have...
Bro, I can't.
2s.
Oh my god.
Damage 2.
He's good.
Every save, dude.
5 shots. 2s into 5s. 1 save.
Damage.
1.
Goes down to 1.
Then super crack.
He makes every single 2 damage save, and then he fails the 1 damage.
Overshot just
Brother.
fine.
Brother, this Lord of Change.
Yeah.
I can't even. I actually cannot even here.
6.
And he fails the charge. Bro.
9.
This was brutal.
Bears.
What?
It's unbelievable. How is he not dead?
That Lord of Change isn't real. Fades literally every attack to survive on 1 charge into him. Rolls a 5. Needed a 6. Lord of Change lives, takes the home objective. Is going to auto pass next turn. That's game. I don't think it can come back from here.
Watchmaster.
Brother. That's
2,
crazy.
5 saves.
Oh, that probably.
Chaos
That's
indeed, Chip.
Hammers. And then 2s. 2 dead and 5 saves.
Devastating wounds from the Thunderhammers coming in. kills the rest of the Plagueberry unit. Yeah.
2 damage each or more.
We didn't even cap our secondaries. Oh my god.
Okay.
Prefer to use like this because it's clearly not your skill. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, you can't disagree with that. I think the committal onto the Lord of Change turn 1 was low, but he killed Ed immediately, which was huge. But then it's just like, I mean, I don't know what to do, man. I've shot you with every gun. I've rolled every possible attack into your army, and I didn't do anything. Sabotage, extend, battle lines, just a draw. We can't not auto pass this Lord of Change. Just auto pass the Lord of Change and pass. We don't need to do anything. The worst thing, Tilt. You're gonna get overwatched again.
Leadership test on Kairos.
Yep.
Against Pete. Go for Insane Bravery.
There we go. Insane Bravery, the Lord of Change. I thought he was about to throw it.
5 up on Roddy.
Just do not move any models and pass the turn, and you win, I think.
Good. Use 2.
Yeah. All right.
And then
So it should just be Tilt's gonna score 2 objectives out of his deployment zone plus his home. Why is he doing this? You don't need to move.
Yeah. Orange
Oh, you can Overwatch here.
6 greater demons confirmed top of meta.
You
Yeah.
have 1 CP.
Yep.
And these guys could Overwatch here.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack.
So we will move it like that.
We don't need to make any moves. I don't think. I literally don't think it matters. Okay.
He's on right here, so we can do sabotage.
Sure. Doesn't matter. You can just stand still.
Yeah. Score for 15.
Why would he be concerned? So, if Rida fails to say, yeah, it's true. He's just gonna pass him. We all know it.
And,
But if he loses the Lord of Change, he loses 6 points, and so there's a chance he could flub, and he loses the 5 points for holding the other objective too. So, I think that's the score.
GG, I think.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
It was really frustrating, honestly.
Yeah.
I think we've all been there.
Radical's rolls at the end were ridiculous.
The Lord Change as well.
As well, yes.
Just all the saves the whole way through was just insane. Like, both of these guys should be dead for sure. But what can you do?
Yeah, it was the great unclean one. I think face planted so the rest of the army could fly. It seemed like.
I mean, he made a lot of feeling pain. So he shot like 5 units into him with oath and sustained. So I'm not sure you should live that.
Yeah.
I shot literally 5 units. Because I shot 4 units into him with all my buffs.
Yeah, his the invuln saves, his field no pains I think spiked towards the end of the activation, but his invuln saves were terrible on that one turn, and then everything else made saves for the rest of the game. Just like there's nothing you can do about that, to be honest.
I don't think it would have mattered. Maybe 10, 5. No, it doesn't matter. Even if I shoot everything into Lord Change and he dies, it doesn't matter. I need to kill both.
No, for sure.
Because then I get 70 to 71 anyway. Maybe fixed was bad. I don't know. 20. I got 30 points still.
No, you were actually the first one in the spot who took fixed against me, and I was thinking everyone why I think fixed is actually against this list the best you can do.
Yeah, it's just when I go first, and if I don't kill you, I just can't hold primary. I use all primary end because I can't screen long enough. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well.
Well, thanks for the game, you two.
Thanks for the game.
Patrick, congratulations on taking it down. I got your score in, so you should be all set.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'll see you around in the future.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a good one, guys.
You too.
Thanks.
All right, Chance. There it is. What a game. Certainly one of the games of all time. Pretty wild. Saying of 4+ units should be dead, as everybody said. Yeah, I know. It's just like, it's hard because, the Schrodinger's unit of it is that before the dice have fallen, like you have no idea what's going to happen, right? So you only have averages to fall back on, and sometimes you can expect that the unit is going to be you expect to receive whatever or to deal 20 to 30% less than your average. You typically don't expect to do literally nothing, which is obviously the downside. How am I finding laser chickens? Very good. The Lords of Change now are incredibly strong, I think, in the new format. Potentially too strong. I think the issue right now is their points value, most likely. The issue is that they're just hyper efficient for the output that they can bring. Is what it is. I think we were all hoping we would get the flat damage characteristic on them. Maybe it was like a monkey's paw where it was like you get flat damage characteristic, but it's super powerful. No, we'll see. I think that you could probably pump their points value a little bit, and then maybe even discount something like Endless Gift in the new format. Make it more reasonably costed, and then make it so that spamming the chickens is too much. Because I think the one Lord of Change is incredibly strong. I'd love to see more of the one Lord of Change play because I think it's interesting. But obviously, I think that like triple Lord of Change is probably anytime a unit is immediately taken in triplicate, it's too strong. And it needs to be changed. So I think I could see like 10, 20 points increase on the Lord of Change with the new damage. I like the damage value. I want to be clear. I don't want the damage value to go away. But I do think that the unit's too cheap for what it does. Especially you consider it like next to a Keeper of Secrets. You lose the movement a little bit, and you lose the -1 to be hit, but you do the same damage, but it's shooting instead of melee. It's like laughable for not that many more points, which is pretty wild. Crazy how much difference +1 damage is. Well, it's not +1 damage. It's on average +1 damage, right? It goes from damage 2-ish to being damage 3. But the real issue, or the real, I don't want to say issue, but the real change is the consistency. Especially previously, like 80% of the time, right? Sometimes you get these activations into a big tank, and you're like, you blast the tank. And most of the time, you're trading dramatically down into a vehicle. Vehicles are so much cheaper than monsters. It's crazy. Like, I'm going to shoot a gladiator. The gladiator's worth 150 points less than me. I'm glad I got to kill it. Thank God. The part where it gets crazy is that it essentially doubles your output into infantry. Most infantry units in the game that are multi-wound, your damage output dramatically improved. And that's where I've been noticing things get like pretty wild, where they just the Lord of Change just activates into like intercessors and just instead of killing 2, blasts the whole unit because suddenly every single converted attack is a dead model. That's the biggest change, and that's basically a doubling of damage output. So I don't know. It's big. It's big. D3 is mathematically the same as 2 damage until you roll a 1 on a 1 wound model, and then it's mathematically much worse. It's on a long enough time scale. It's mathematically the same as 2 damage, and you can assume it's largely going to be 2 damage into like large wound pools, but into small individual wound pools, it's so much worse than 2 damage. It's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. Units taking 3s is not always because they're overpowered. Sometimes everything else is dog shit. Yeah, that's not the case of Demons, though, to be fair. There are certainly maybe some situations in which that's the case. I don't know, Emperor's Children or whatever. But Emperor's Children is good. Like the units that you're taking are not bad to begin with. But I think right now the internal balance in a lot of factions is fine. I don't think there's too many instances of like I'm taking X because I don't have anything else. There are definitely some of them, but not a ton. Damage D3 into 3 wound infantry is a nightmare. Yeah. You're like, do I kill you or do I do fucking nothing? I don't know. We'll find out after these messages. The worst is when you're like, all right, D3 damage, I'll older roll, and it's like 1-1-3, 1-1-3, and you're like, go fuck myself, I guess. Takes 3 shots to kill you, and you've healed 4 damage essentially over the course. 4 damage has been lost to the void. But anyway, that's what I have to say about it. I'm excited to see how things pan out. I do think that there's probably going to be answers to the Lords of Change. AP like reduction stacking is big. Just like stuff that kills demon profiles is going to be good. Lords of Change is the easiest, like by far the easiest greater demon to kill. They will just straight up die to like particular profiles. So I don't know if it's that crazy. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know, Chance. I don't know. I think a lot of armies are gonna watch the Lord of Chains rock up, kill some random bullshit, transports or whatever, and then just wipe 2.5 Lords of Change out and be like, "You're go." I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Chaos Knight shooting profiles will kill him. Bellacore helps a lot in that matchup, but let's go raiding, chat. I should be live later on this week. Obviously, I'll be live on YouTube tomorrow. But I should also be, I want to get a couple games in with, Battle Barn's live. We'll give them a raid. I want to, they're playing Carnifexes. That's fun. I want to get a couple games in with, potentially Saga, maybe some of the other detachments. I don't know. The other new detachments. We'll go give Battle Barn a raid. And, yeah. Keep it classy, folks. Stay tuned for some more content coming later this week. If you're a patron, I'll have some Patreon videos out this week that tie into my latest Getting Started videos, and I theoretically should have another Getting Started video before Christmas as well. So please watch those. I'll see you there, and have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Cheers, everyone.